Okay. First of all, hi. Thank you for being here. Okay. There's a lot going on in my brain right now. The reading today, I think, is going to be kind of a lot. Hold on, let me fix this. Um, but yeah, there's been something. Yeah, the Emperor and the Two of Wands. Hold on, let me get this together. There's been something in the energy that's like been really messing with me today specifically. Wheel of Fortune now. Um, like I was in a good mood this morning, but as the day went on, it was just sort of like it was a lot like a very emotionally yeah, just all over the place. So I don't really know what's going on. We'll see. This is definitely a person who is I get in the King of Swords, so a lot of masculine energy coming out. Doesn't have to be a guy. Just take whatever resonates, but yeah, this is a person who is trying to work on themselves, I feel like. I was also hearing a couple songs today in my head that I don't really listen to, but I felt like they kind of relate to what is going on in my brain. And again, like with this stuttering and like it's like all over the place. Let's take a breath. Let's breathe. Let's just dive in. Oh, but the song was Say It Ain't So" by Weezer. Which I looked up the lyrics because I don't really listen to that song. I think the last time I listened to that song was like in middle school. But I can't confront you. I never could do that which might hurt you, so try and be cool. When I say this way is a water slide from me that takes you further every day, hey, so be cool. And then the chorus, say it ain't so, your drug is a heartbreaker. Say it ain't so, my love is a life taker. So I'm not sure if this is like a person with addiction issues, maybe some sort of addictive, like attachment style. I don't really know what that would mean. That's what I'm kind of hearing, like maybe like a codependency thing. They sort of just get attached to people pretty quickly. But yeah, we're about 2 minutes and I have not pulled a single card. Let's go. Okay. The moon. I mean, that would make sense as to why, like, this energy is like very nervous, very anxious. I don't understand. But let's see. This is a person maybe I have a feeling you don't talk to anymore. The Four of Cups. Someone who is disconnected, maybe. Well, not maybe, definitely. But disconnected, maybe from themselves. Because then it's the Eight of Pentacles to the Knight of Swords. Again, like, but very restless. Like, if they are emotionally disconnected, they are thinking like a mile a minute. It's really intense. The Emperor, again, that came out. And like they're nervous. Because I'm not kidding. Earlier in the day today, I was so calm. Like I was in a great mood. I was fine. But with this, it's like there's a lot happening. And the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. So it's yeah, this person's like having a panic attack for about what? I don't know. The Six of Cups. Yes, this is a person you've known from your past for sure. It seems like they want to make an offer because the Ace of Pentacles is like a new opportunity, like a new start, and the Six of Wands at the end is a victory. They want success in this, right? Sorry, I don't know if you can hear that. Yeah, so it seems like this person has been. Well, let me get a clarifier for the Four of Cups before I start talking. The Seven of Wands. Okay, so they've been emotionally closed off. For sure. The Two of Pentacles. maybe prioritizing other the sun. Maybe prioritizing fun? I'm not quite... Okay, what's the sun here? The Two of Cups. Okay. They're prioritizing... Well, okay, well, this is all clarifying the Four of Cups, so let me not say they're prioritizing a connection. It seems like it's the thought of a connection, or maybe they're emotionally disconnected from a connection that they're in. Yeah, it seems like they're emotionally closed off, because that's what I'm saying. This is what is confusing. It's like the Four of Cups to the Seven of Wands. Okay. Emotionally closed off for sure. Emotionally stuck. Maybe like ruminating. But with the Two of Cups to the... not the Two of Cups, but to the Two of Pentacles to the Sun to the Two of Cups. That's giving like juggling options, juggling connections. And with the Sun to the Two of Cups specifically, that's like a positive connection. But with the Moon coming out first before that, I feel like there's something off here. What's the Moon? Because again, like this person's very nervous. I don't know. The Queen of Swords. What's the Queen of Swords? Is this a person? Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. The Four of Wands. So they're in a connection with the Queen of Swords. A Queen of Swords is like, and this energy, mentally controlling, which would make sense as to why this person is so closed off. This connection. I'm hearing like circling the drain almost, like severed. Something severed. But they're still in a connection. I don't know. We'll keep going as we get more cards. But it's like this person is living in a situation that makes them emotionally discontent and like nervous. Because there's almost some sort of like, again with the Two of Pentacles, option maybe that they want. That could be you. I'm gonna keep going. What's the Four of Wands? But they're nervous about it. Like they're very nervous. Like I feel like I'm about to pass out. Like Jesus Christ, calm down. Okay, I didn't get any further cards. I'm gonna split the deck though. Five of Cups. Okay. Huh. So this person is in regret over, I think because of a situation that they are currently in, that maybe they believed would be the Two of Cups. Again, with the Sun to the Two of Cups, that's like, you know, like a fresh new start, a new beginning. It's going to be bright, happy, blah, blah, blah. But with the Moon coming out first, and that's like the base energy, that's the main energy of what this person is experiencing. I'm surprised the Justice card isn't out here. Because this is giving like karmic connection. I don't know, but yeah, this is a person I feel like who's made some sort of mistake. Again, with the Two of Pentacles, that's options. And I think they made the wrong option. This person is very emotional as well at this time, which makes sense with the Five of Cups. Okay. So someone's in an unhappy... I can't make it up the top. It's not funny. It's really not funny. But it's like, yeah, something is not working out in a connection that they're in at this time. I don't know what's going on. The cards aren't really telling me what's going on. If anything, the Queen of Swords... I mean, that's not a very emotionally open type of person. Like, they can be, but their priority is their headspace, I guess. And with the Moon being what it's clarifying, I'm really feeling, this is Libra and Virgo. I'm feeling in the reverse. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe they thought they were this like emotionally balanced person in the upright, but in the reverse, this is just like a very rude person. So maybe they believed something was true when it wasn't. You know what I mean? Yeah. 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 This is a situation where I think they flew a little too close to the sun, I'm feeling, and like got burned. Like maybe they were considering this person with you, and somehow I'm feeling like got the energies confused. They were not thinking clearly. I'll just say that. Especially with the moon here. They were not thinking clearly. They were not using that. This is not a very wise person, because even though your energy isn't really here yet, it's sort of like they are, again with the tower, they are now clearly understanding that they did not make the right option. Got it. Okay. But what's this Eight of Pentacles? King of Cups. Okay. Maybe they're working to get into this King of Cups. Because Eight of Pentacles is like self-investment, being diligent. The Justice is out here. Okay. But yeah, this is definitely someone's karma. And I want to explain that, I think, a bit, because sometimes when people say that they're getting their karma or whatever, I feel like it can be interpreted in a person being... I'm trying to think of the best way to phrase it. People sometimes perceive it as like, oh, I stole a cookie, now I'm getting like hit by a car or something like that, where it's like a cause and effect in that way, where it's like you do something wrong and you are just automatically going to get something wrong happen to you or something like that, when it's really like lessons and outcomes. But I think specifically more so lessons. And the Wheel of Fortune came out when I was splitting the deck before I did the shuffle. So, well, as I was shuffling, but before I pulled these cards out. So I think this is again, and that, as I said, and with the Justice out here, this is a karmic situation. Like, I think this is a situation where this person, unfortunately, is needing to learn to be more diligent, I think, when choosing connections, which makes sense with the Eight of Pentacles, because that's literally like being diligent. But with the Eight of Pentacles, more specifically, it's self-diligence, but I think how that normally manifests is picking better options, right? Because if you're able to focus on yourself and invest in yourself, you're going to create an environment that attracts better energy and connections, which that's karmic within itself, right? Like, if I'm a person who's consistently operating in a space of good faith, or I'm like, not judging people, not being mean and rude, I'm going to naturally attract people who are matching my energy, right? But if I am like a mean person, if I'm a rude person, if I'm very inconsiderate, very bossy, I'm going to attract people who match that energy, And I feel like this person maybe was in that headspace prior to this situation, or at the very least was open to that type of headspace. And I feel like they were blinded by something. I'm not quite sure. There's not really the Two of Pentacles is also money related, so maybe they went for like the better option financially, which would make sense again, because with the King of Cups to the Justice to the King of Pentacles, I don't even think I said the King of Pentacles came out, but the King of Pentacles came out as well. This person, I think, is learning to be more balanced financially, but also emotionally. And again, yeah, with the Justice, like that, this is just cause and effect. Like, if you're going towards an option to sort of, to sort of make those things come true, in like a fantastical sense, because also with the moon as well, that is sort of it, to me it can be interpreted as what, not me in general, it's interpreted as daydreaming, almost being a little too far into your head, fantastical. I would say more delusional. It can be. And I think maybe this person had a like a fantastical, almost, oh, I'm feeling opportunistic, which normally doesn't, I normally don't feel that with the moon. But I feel like because of what's going on here, this was an opportunistic situation. Because again, if their karma is working on themselves, I think they were sort of expecting to offload that onto this other person. And I think because this person maybe presents themselves as not offering themselves up emotionally, that was an they felt like that was a better opportunity for them at the time, because that would not require them to be in this energy, or really in this energy either. Like they could just kind of like loft around, but I think this person is making it clear that they cannot do that. Okay, which would make sense why they're nervous. Because I feel like this is getting like kicked out, maybe because the Four of Wands is a home. Yeah, harmony. I'm really feeling home. It can mean marriage, but this isn't giving marriage. I mean, the Two of Cups is out here, but I think in the sense of it being a part of the Four of Cups, I think that's just more of the opportunity that's gone. Like they are having to sort of mourn. Understand that this opportunity was not what they thought it was. Like, I think they thought they could somehow get this without actually doing any work to get there. I think, oh, this is a lot, by the way. Like, I still have 4 more cards to clarify. But this is like, what's the Tower again? Because what's the Tower? Because before I say anything else, because I'm trying to understand what, ooh, the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. I mean, so basically what I was saying, it's like this person sort of, well, first of all, I feel like they lost their financial opportunity here. They lost something. Huh. This is like a very nuanced situation. And I really want to make sure I'm saying everything right before I just start talking. You know what I mean? Because this is, especially if this applies to you, this is like a person that's, if they plan on coming back, which it seems like they are, with the Nine of Swords out here, and with the Ace of Pentacles, this is like, this opportunity, which we'll see later, I don't know. It's giving desperate. Like this is a desperate attempt at trying to get some sort of victory, because I think they really fucked up here. Like they fucked up bad. Like they did not see something right at all. That's why like they don't have good judgment, which the Judgment card's not out here, but with the Tower and the Justice out here, it's like play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You know what I mean? Like this seems like they dove into something not understanding the weight of what maybe it's, I'm even like feeling like of what they were offering, because again with the Ace of Wands in reverse, clarifying the Tower, I think the weight of this opportunity bogged them down. And again, I'm hearing opportunity, so it's not even like a connection that they cared about. I mean, clearly with the Four of Cups out here, like I don't even know if they cared about this person. It's like they did, but they didn't. I can't quite make sense of this. It's very weird. It's very weird. It's like, okay. What? Also, my eye is burning now. What the heck? Okay. What's the Knight of Swords? And maybe I'll be able to speak about this more. Because, yeah. This is very, again, opportunity. This person feels like a very opportunistic. I'm hearing piece of shit. We'll see. Okay. The Five of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. And the Nine of Swords. Okay. Girl, there's a lot of clarifiers for the night. I mean, I don't know if I want to take all that. I'm just trying to get through it. What's this? Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this person's going to come in and tell you like a sob story. That's what I'm getting. Let me take a breath. Because, yeah. So it seems like they had something explode in their life, which was their karma, because they needed to learn the lesson of actually, like, doing things for themselves. And the Nine of Pentacles came out when I split the deck as well. I think beside the Wheel of Fortune, actually. I can't, don't quote me on that, but the Nine of Pentacles for sure was in the middle. So I think this person is working through their karma, like actually self-investing. And this is where I'm getting nervous again, because I feel like this person is really nervous about this part. They're nervous about coming in and talking about what went down. I don't know if this is like in your connection in particular that they want to come in and talk about. Again, with the sob story, I feel like it's going to be both. Like it's going to be like a mix of I'm sorry for what I've done to you mixed with I feel like it's really not going to be that genuine. Because with the Nine of Swords, again, that's like very desperate. It's very, very desperate. It's a desperate attempt, I think, at getting out of the Five of Pentacles energy. And I think it's also, what I'm getting as well is like, because the world didn't come out here, right? Yeah. Because the world didn't come out. To me, this feels like they're sort of offloading this shit onto you. Like they're sort of offloading that karma. Or they would be if you were to say yes to maybe having some sort of relationship with them or something like that. You know what I mean? What's top of the deck? Six of Cups. What's the... Yeah. Because with the Seven of Pentacles at the bottom, with the Six of Cups at the top, it's like they're really going to play on your heartstrings and like, I feel like say a bunch of things related to the history of the connection. Like we had so much fun together. Three of Cups. Really miss you. I'm so torn up about what I did. Six of Pentacles. Like I want to give back to you now. Five of Swords. I understand that I wasn't like playing fair in the past. I was blah, blah, blah. But it's like, are they gonna be honest about what they've done as well as what they've been doing? Because it's like, oh, gosh, this is a person who doesn't quite understand what they've done in a sense. They sort of just kind of want to again, like I said, offload a bit of all this to you. Even though the Ten of Wands and stuff like that isn't out here. Well, the Magician came out, yeah. Yeah. This is not a solid offer, you know what I mean? Because the Magician, it can be interpreted in a lot of ways. I interpret it, especially in this situation, as like really trying to spin a yarn, like really trying to pull the wool over your eyes, really get you to not be concerned about their what's going on? Jeez, the way that card fell out was crazy. The Empress. So it's the Empress, and it kind of flew out, and it came out. It fell here in the reverse. But in this instance, I think it makes sense because it's about them. But again, it was like ooh. Yeah, this person I feel like doesn't want to be honest about the fact that they are dependent on other people. Like the Empress in the upright is a very stable energy. And it's so funny because ooh. Especially because like with the Emperor out here in the upright after the Knight of Swords, and the Magician and the Hangman, which also came out. But this Empress in the, see, you know, I can't talk again. This person does not want to be honest about this stuff at all. Yeah, this is a person who doesn't want to really give up the fact that they care way more about they're very lazy. This is a very lazy individual. Again, because with the Ace of Wands in reverse, with the Five of Pentacles clarifying the Tower, and their karma being them actually like putting in self-work, and then coming in with a lazy offer, sort of implying that they've changed, but not really. With the Magician, the Hangman, and the Empress in the reverse, sort of explaining that energy further. This is a person who, yeah, cares way more about themselves than they do about anyone else. Because again, and I can't even say it because it's like they don't want you to focus on that. But it's like their selfishness is always going to cater towards what they want in like any given moment. Because again, too, with the Empress in the reverse, this is giving like they will do whatever they want. You know what I mean? Like Empress in the reverse is like cheating, taking your money, not offering anything. Because Empress in the reverse is so abundant, they're so loyal, they're so faithful, they're so calm, they're so caring. You know, I'm really hearing like faithful, and I feel like this person is not faithful at all. Very angry as well. Getting like an angry energy. Impatient, like very, which makes sense with the Knight of Swords, and even why even this is coming up, and why I feel like that exploded in the first place. Because it's like they just sort of race into things, hoping for the best, and then race towards something else when it blows up. And with the Six of Cups being that this is a past person, I think this is a person where like that situation happened to you in the past as well, and they're somehow returning expecting you to not understand that. It's like they're really like putting a lot of faith in your heartstrings at this point. Like they are just really banking on you still caring to some degree. Like if you give them anything to work with, they will use it. This is a very codependent person, extremely codependent, which I think I said at the very beginning. But yeah, this is a very codependent person. very like and again with the world closed, like with the world not even being here, this is not a cycle they have closed out. This is a person who will, I think, keep having options, keep having options, just options in the back burner. Like if you're living with this person, they're talking to other people on their phone and they're not really concerned about you hearing them having conversations or like learning about it, because I feel like they sort of just expect you to put up with it as well. Strangely entitled, which makes sense with the Emperor out here with this energy, because it just feels like they're just not honest. With the Four of Swords and the Six of Swords clarifying the Emperor. I mean, yeah, this is giving lazy to me. And also, this is also a person who's like, who doesn't care to move on, I guess, if it's comfortable. Like they're not really interested in offering you anything. Excuse me. Even though when they come back, they're going to say they have an offer. But again, even with the offer at the end with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like, that's not even a good offer. That's really just like the start of, like, it's like if you're going to the bank and you need a $10,000 loan, they're like, we'll give you 100. And you're like, I don't want that. Really? Like, I don't, because it's like, that's not what I need. That's not what I'm asking for. I'm asking for, I think it's $100,000, $1,000, you know, something higher than that. And they're like, no, but I can give you this. And you're like, and again, that's up to you to say that's fine or no. But they're really hoping you say that's fine. And you're like, that's fine. Like, I think they want you to be real nice. And I don't know why. But yeah, back to the Emperor and the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords. It's like, also putting these together, that's Ten of Swords. Like, babe, they will betray you if it is in their best interest. Which I feel like maybe having over here. But they're not going to talk about that. They're not going to talk about that. They cheated on this past person and they kicked them out. That's not your business. Like, they're like, I don't want to talk about that. And you're like, but I feel like that's something we should talk about. And you're like, no. I'm okay. I don't want to talk about it. And that's sort of like the end of the conversation. Yeah, but this is giving, they're like, ooh, this is also giving where they would be like, no, I'm fine. I'm comfortable. I'm happy here. It's a cycle, because that really feels like what happened over here. That's why I said it felt very nuanced and complex, because it felt like, again, it felt like it started good with the Moon and the Queen of Swords and the Four of Wands. Because again, the Queen of Swords wasn't in the reverse, but it's like as time went on, things just got dicey. I think also, again, with the Four of Cups, with the Seven of Wands, they, meaning this person, your person, they don't open up. And I think they were hoping that this person wouldn't care about that. Because, again, they're more logical, so they were just assuming that they didn't have feelings. But they do. Yeah. And, like a normal person, they probably got upset that they were, like, not offering them anything. Things weren't really prospering. Maybe they felt like they were being used. And they got upset, and this person sort of just shut down. Maybe they were stonewalling them, isolating themselves. I don't know why my eyes are hurting so bad. Hold on. Jeez. Okay. Oh. This person could also be on their computer a lot. I have a feeling they're like, in this situation, with this leap, this is giving like they're trying to improve, but they're really banking on you just letting them stay. Like, they're like, can you let me stay with you, please? I love you. And you're like, what? Yeah, but anyway, this person would betray you in a heartbeat if they felt like that was, I'm hearing like if that was their only way. Okay. I'm not gonna take those. What's the Ace of Pentacles? So my advice would be to leave this person alone. Let this person sort this out. Because it's also giving this Queen of Swords would be on your head too. Like if they learned that you had let this person come back, they would be pissed off as like it would like you would just carry on their karma. Like you would get a part of what they're getting. Because I think over here they're getting lashings on top of like actual hard work that they need to do. And I feel like they would also scapegoat you as well. Like if this person came back and was like, what's going on? They'd be like, they offered me a place to stay, not quite explaining the situation, that it was more like they ran in and begged and you were being gracious and was like, okay. But now, because of what they said, you're now stuck in some bullshit. So it's just kind of like, just move on. But with the Two of Swords clarifying the Ace of Pentacles, this is also giving like they still won't even like to give you that. Like this is giving like, ugh, the Hermit. Yeah. Or maybe they aren't sure that you would take this. What is this? Also, again, it's Libra and Virgo. Oh, yeah, it's Libra and Virgo out again. Maybe they're with a Virgo. Maybe you're a Virgo. Someone's got Virgo. But a lot of Libra. Let me look at these. I should get better at saying them out as I go, but I don't really tend to look at zodiac signs. But for some reason, seeing that together, because I think there was a Libra and Virgo or something else. I mean, with the with the Justice card, obviously, and the King of Pentacles too, but that's also Leo. But this is, I think, even if those signs don't apply, this is just a person who is having to learn to balance responsibility with their own, it's like not even lustful, it's not even heart, it's just more like their own self-serving patterns. Like this is a karmic lesson for this person to stop being so self-serving, and they really don't want to do it. like now I'm getting tired. It's like when I started, jittery, anxious, and now once we're getting to the part where it's actually like grind time and they actually have to make an offer, they're like, I'd rather take a nap. Okay. Yeah, because with the Two of Swords and the Hermit, it's like they're like, well, I could just be by myself, but they're like, but I don't know. What's the Hermit? What's the Hermit here? Or what's the two with the Nine of Pentacles? Yeah. What's the Two of Swords? Knight of Cups. Yeah. Queen of Cups, which I feel like is your energy, viewer. So again, Libra, Cancer, with the Nine of Wands at the bottom. I think this person is just nervous that you will not take their offer because you would rather be alone. I think that's what that is, more so. Like, I think you feel burnt out by this person's energy, and they are sort of in their head about whether you would just prefer to be staying in Nine of Pentacles, because you're like, I've already experienced the Nine of Wands and I'm okay. In Temperance, I would just want balance and peace in my life, because I feel like you already have that, especially with the Queen of Cups coming out here. But again, how I was saying, they're kind of banking on you being caring. I think they're really hoping to play on your feelings. But with the Queen of Swords over there as well, I feel like if this person that they were with was a person they had been with previously, they had been they had been like messed around with so much to where they were in this headspace by the time this occurred. You know what I mean? Like if they were really in their heart space at a certain point, like very Queen of Cups, very compassionate, very caring, very kind, they sort of developed, again with the Nine of Wands, a very like tough exterior almost. Like they just became very uncaring as time went on, which makes sense. Like this makes sense. It's not like an out of the ooh, what? I've never talked like that. Out of the is that an accent? I don't know. But out of the blue situation. Like this is not a she just went off and kicked me out and I don't even know why. Like the cards here are showing very much that there was a very clear reason why, and this person was a bum and not contributing to the situation, and also it's just like very closed off. Like it's that situation where like you are or you have a partner, or I'm gonna say even like a roommate because I feel like that's more of a of a better example, where you have this roommate or something and they are really cool in the beginning. You guys maybe like you set up some rules. I'm getting tired all of a sudden. This person's like, stop talking. um, yeah, this roommate, is like, yeah, I'm really, cool. I care about, like, I clean. I take care of my own stuff. Like, I'm not, blah, blah, blah. Like, they say a lot to sort of create some illusion that they are better than they are. Maybe not as intense, maybe as this person was, but at the very least, they're not being completely honest about their behavior. But you're like, oh, okay, cool, 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 yeah. And maybe you're like, well, how about on Mondays I do this, Tuesdays you do this, and blah blah blah. Okay, cool. A month or two in, you're like, okay, things are going pretty good. Maybe they miss a day or two. Cut to this. You say you have a 12-month lease. 4 or 5 months in, you're starting to see that this person is just not doing anything. Like they're sort of being like, oh, I forgot to get this space cleaned up. I didn't even notice all those dishes, but I did, like starting to come up with excuses. And then maybe they're like, I'm a little I'm a little late on rent this month. Is there a way we could like cut some sort of thing where like I can get it to you and blah blah blah. And you're like, okay, but can this be like a one-time thing? And they're like, yeah, 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 of course. It doesn't become a one, like it gets to a place where it's like, oh, you're just using me. You are just hoping to use me. And I feel like that's why this tower is out here, because they were in a situation where the person was like, get the fuck out. They're like, you're not going to take advantage of me, which is fair. Very fair situation. I don't know why this person thought they would get the Two of Cups here. Because I love how in the beginning, again, it makes sense with the Knight of Swords with the clarifiers. It was getting like, poor me. Like I thought I was going to be so happy here. And then it wasn't. Like, it's just, I wasn't emotionally in love with this person. That's not true. They were just not getting what they wanted out of the connection. And what they want, well, that's true. But the thing they were not getting was like a housemaid. That's really what it feels like. A housemaid, or just someone who would just let them play house, is what I'm hearing. Play house. This is someone who likes to play house. They don't really care to do the proper work to get to the Four of Wands. They'd rather just bank on somebody else carrying the weight of all of that and just like not speaking up about it. Not really being so bold as to kick them out. they sort of put people in places or positions to where they're forced to be I'm hearing forced to be the burden, but I guess it's because this person thinks that someone sticking up for themselves is a burden to them because that means they have to actually like show up properly. Jeez, this is also just like a tiring energy because again, it feels like they come in fast and they just talk a lot. They talk a lot of shit that really, if you peel the layers back, is nothing. Like it's nothing. But they are just really hoping you will go with the flow, sort of. Yeah. I'm surprised the Queen of Wands didn't come out over there either. Because with the Queen of Swords, that's not a person who I feel would even let this happen. I don't know. I mean, people make mistakes. It's also, I don't think there's anything wrong with believing that a person is being honest about their behavior. But I think this is a situation where they had to see it in order to really be like, okay, you gotta go. Which, it is what it is. But now they're hoping you don't even. I'm also seeing with this, they're gonna try and like lock this down. So again, if they come back, say no. Say no. Again, free will is a thing. You're allowed to do whatever you want. If you want this person back, okay. But I would not advise it because they're not gonna offer you anything, and I feel like they're like really gonna try to get you. I'm feeling like knocked up, pregnant, something to where they're not able to really let go. Because they, again, with the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles, they know you're like a good opportunity. This is a bomb. This is a bum of a human being. Okay. What's the Six of Wands? The Eight of Cups. Okay. So maybe they feel like they abandoned this connection in the past, which would have gotten them a victory, would have actually helped them and built up their self-confidence, because they seem to think over here they're not confident anymore, because the Five of Pentacles is also like has to do with a person being very insecure. But from what I'm getting with all of this, it's like, babe, you were in a situation to where you were not offering anything. Why would you think you would be getting built up? Can I get more of the Eight of Cups, please? Literally, this is their... yeah. I feel like in this situation, in regards to you, like, them walking away leveled you up. That brought you good karma. Because I feel like that gave you the opportunity to grow and become, I don't know, a more prosperous human being. Four of Pentacles. I don't think you want to share. Or I'm also interpreting this as this person really doesn't want to let this wheel turn. They want a free ride. They want a free ride. Ooh. That's too many cards. But the Five of Cups is out. Ten of Cups. Ooh. Again, Six of Cups is now on the floor. Ten of Swords. I'm going to put these cards back, but yeah, all of that is just... Well, I'm going to keep the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups out here. This person's now just like reminiscing on what they could have had with you, in a sense. But, oh, yeah, but even with the song, it's just kind of like they overplayed their hand. Again, because with the Two of Pentacles, it's like, and again, with the Eight of Cups here, I feel like this was another option that they had. This was a person I think they had sort of in conjunction with you at the time. Whether you were aware of it or not, I feel like to some degree I love how this is all their energy. Like, I don't really care. Let's move on. Let's see. Okay. Because I don't want to cut this off, like, if this is helpful for you, but I just feel like this is a person who is feeling bad about themselves because they gambled and lost. Like that's essentially what it is. Like they were a person who is just not smart. Not smart. Ugh. Like this is someone who would rather always have one leg out the door and have options than fully commit to something, but then expect you to simultaneously be offering a lot and sort of just be all right. Again, like just sort of, like, it's a pattern. This is a pattern for this person. It's a pattern. This is a person who probably, if this were to blow up, would go back to this person. You know what I mean? Like they would just sort of hope that this person wouldn't be mad at them anymore. Because this is giving like, oh, she's mad at me, I'm gonna go over here now. Rather than, I'm so in love with you. Because again, even with the Six of Cups, with the Ten of Cups coming out after the Wheel of Fortune, it's so, I don't know. It's sort of like, I don't think this person would have ever gotten this with you because they had not gotten, they hadn't worked through this karmic lesson yet, which is why with the Wheel of Fortune here at the end, them walking away got them here so they could, with the Justice, learn. This was a learning opportunity for this person. And it's like they're still not getting it. They're still trying to come back and basically just repeat the cycle with you. But what's your energy? What's going on with you? The Lovers. That's getting you moved on. That's what I'm seeing with that. You are in alignment. You're good. Queen of Wands. Yeah. You're very independent. Especially with the Ten of Swords at the top. Ooh. Sorry. Ace of Swords. That's the truth. But yeah, with the Ten of Swords at the top, it's like this person really played you. Like bad. And they played you to go off and do this. And now they're like pissed off, but also trying. Again, this is like, this is such a tiring energy. This is just someone who's tiring. Like they will bounce from person to person, expecting any and everything. I don't really want to talk about this person anymore, but because it's just gonna keep repeating, be like and whatever. But you're doing good. Ooh, I was gonna see what's coming up for you. That card fell out. I don't know what it is. Let's see. The Knight of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. With the Lovers, though, I feel like what's the Five of Wands? I feel like you just worked through this conflict, but I'm also seeing with that is like this really left you in your head because the Eight of Swords just came out as well. But with the Strength, you had you had a lot of power in the situation, meaning inner power, inner strength to really persevere through this in a way that I think this person, your person, can't really describe. I think they're blinded by their own self-interest. You know what I mean? Because how can they expect to come back and get a new opportunity and only be like kind of nervous when it's very clear that they completely fucked you over? Judgment at the bottom of the deck, and you had like complete rebirth and awakening and like really became a much better version of yourself. I'm seeing. Yeah, I don't understand anything that this person has going on, but I feel like you know this. Ace of Cups. I think you're gonna get a new romantic offer in the future. Three of Swords after heartbreak. I'm also seeing here as well. It's sort of being like, if you take this offer, you can't, like, but again, you know what's gonna happen. I also feel like if you take this love offer, this is the energy this person's gonna be in. They're gonna be like, oh my god, but they'll be all right. They'll be fine. What's coming up for the viewer in the future? The Fool, new beginning. The Ace of Swords, a breakthrough, a mental breakthrough maybe of just sort of, I think how far you've come. King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Again, with the Page of Swords, how I said earlier, I feel like this person is watching you. I think they're watching you because they're... What's this, Ten of Pentacles? Because again, this person is very, like, invested in themselves and money, so I'm not sure if this is the energy of them sort of monitoring you to see if you have another offer or to see if they can wiggle their way in to get this offer. High Priestess. Yeah, I feel like they know you're gonna get this eventually with somebody else. This is a person who, with the Hierophant at the bottom of the deck, yeah. This is a person who basically knows that if they don't come in now, they're gonna completely lose this opportunity, and they don't want to lose you because they know that you care a lot. But it's like they don't know how to come back from it. You know what I mean? Like, this is like they are just having a very hard time understanding that they need to make their own way and also do their own work. They don't want to do their own work. This is somebody, if it's a group project, they're doing their shit at the last minute, or they're like playing around until somebody comes and helps them. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not cute. Or it's cute when you're like in the 8th grade, but even then, not really. You're still annoyed. Yeah. They are going to be in for a very rude awakening, I think, if they really play this game and come back with this offer. They're going to be like, oh shit, okay. Again, because they are considering you saying no, but it's like they're just really banking on, I don't know what they think they have. Suave, I mean, with the Magician, charm, they could be a charming person, but I don't think it's working on, it's not going to be working on you. They just need to find a new body for real. Like, they need to find someone else. This is not working. Okay. I hope this reading was helpful. This was a lot. If this is your person, babe, I'm sorry. With the Lovers too out here. Okay, just my final thing, because this is coming up to me. With the Lovers as well out here, this could have been like a partner that you had that you really felt like you could have a great opportunity with, a long-term commitment with, even just a very strong connection in general, even if y'all weren't together for very long, or like y'all weren't even like dating. This could have been like a coworker, and y'all just really bonded or something like that. I mean, it's definitely giving romantic, but it's not like because with the Two of Cups over there, that's giving like tangible connection. Like they have things together. I'm hearing like markings. I don't know what that means. Maybe like documents. Like they have documented things together. Where I feel like with the Lovers, this is more of like a spiritual connection in a sense. Like y'all were definitely meant to be together, but it didn't necessarily have to exist. This is very like woo woo, but yeah, it's like a karmic bond. Yeah, definitely a karmic bond, but like a soul tie. It could have been someone you could have, if they had actually done this, like this work, and really gone through it, gay would be a good counterpart to you. Excuse me again. But it's like they just can't get it right. They can't get it right. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. And let me know if this resonates. With the death of the beneath the Hierophant. Because this is a lot. Like this, I'm not gonna lie. This is a lot. This is like, ooh. But yeah. Bye.